What happens when a man who's lived on fast food suddenly stops eating it? Day 1, and my body went into shock. I've been hooked since I was 16. Burgers, fries, greasy pizza. If it came wrapped in paper or tucked into a cardboard box, I ate it. Quick, cheap, salty comfort. By my own rough math, I devoured close to 18,000 burgers. Maybe more. That's years of grease and soda syrup slowly weaving themselves into my bloodstream. The decision didn't come from a doctor wagging a finger or a heart scare or some lecture about cholesterol. It was smaller, stranger. One evening, I walked into the living room and found my son, 7 years old, carefully building a cheeseburger out of Play-Doh. He stacked the fake patty, the cheese, the bun, and then slid it across the table. "Dinner's ready," he announced proudly. Then he pretended to inhale 3 in a row, leaning back in his chair, patting his stomach, groaning happily the same way I do after demolishing a double cheeseburger. That was the moment. He wasn't pretending to be a chef. He was pretending to be me. That night, I made the choice. I cleaned out the fridge, tossed the frozen pizzas, bagged up the curly fries, dumped the soda, deleted the food delivery apps that had me on first-name terms with drivers. I didn't tell anyone. Every other attempt I'd announced had crumbled within days. This one had to be quiet, private. By the next morning, my stomach roared so loud my coworkers turned their heads. "Skipping breakfast?" one asked. I lied and said I'd tried oatmeal. By noon, the headache kicked in, like my brain itself was screaming for salt and sugar. Every commercial felt like a personal attack. Fries glistened on the TV screen, and I swear I could smell them through the glass. That night, I dreamt I was drowning in soda. Giant cups floated past me, spilling rivers of syrup. Thousands of straws poked out like tiny sirens, each one calling my name. Day 2 brought rage. My son dropped crumbs on the kitchen table, and I snapped like he'd broken a window. "It's just a table!" I barked before realizing what I'd done. His little face crumpled, and guilt chewed at me harder than hunger ever could. My wife put a hand on my shoulder and whispered, "Get it together. Take a walk." Day 3, the fatigue came. I could barely climb the stairs without my legs shaking. Food tasted like cardboard. My body wasn't just hungry, it was morning. Morning fries dipped in milkshakes, greasy boxes of pizza devoured at midnight. I stood in the gas station at 2 a.m., staring at glowing posters of combo deals. My reflection in the glass looked like a junkie. A teenager walking out eyed me nervously. "You okay, mister?" I wasn't, but I didn't buy anything. By the end of week 1, the cravings had mutated into obsession. I dreamed of buffets, of endless fried chicken wings piled high like mountains. I woke up sweating, half reaching for food that wasn't there. Every stress, emails, traffic, even the sound of my kid's tablet flashed like neon signs spelling eat. But then, day 10 came, and something strange happened. I woke up, and the headache was gone. I walked into the kitchen, and the smell of coffee actually smelled good, not like something to drown under syrup. My wife handed me a plate of eggs and fruit, and instead of gagging, I ate it, slowly, carefully. And it wasn't bad. Day 14, I noticed I could breathe easier. My knees didn't ache as much. I climbed the stairs without sounding like I was running a marathon. My son noticed too. "Daddy, you don't make the scary breathing noise anymore," he said. Day 30, the craving still ambushed me, but less often. I gained a little weight, ironic considering, but my skin didn't look as gray. My wife kissed me one morning and pulled back. "You taste different," she said. Better. By day 60, the idea of fast food wasn't comforting anymore. One night, I found an old bag shoved behind the car seat with a forgotten fry inside. Instead of excitement, I felt disgust. I tossed it, gagging at the smell. 3 months in, the changes were undeniable. My energy didn't spike and crash anymore. I could play soccer with my son without feeling like I was about to collapse. The money I'd saved, nearly $1,200, paid for a weekend trip. My wife looked at me across the dinner table and said, "I didn't think you'd actually do it this time."